Collective, I was hearing that the mind is a terrible thing to waste. So the energy that I'm getting is this is an energy of worry, an energy of anxious. From anxious, you may become depressed because you're so worried about what's going to happen tomorrow or what's going to happen in the future. To the point where you cause yourself to go into a depression, or you cause yourself to go into anxiety because you're so worried about things, overthinking things. This is like a overthinking type of energy. You could have intrusive thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Like, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Okay, so what I'm getting from that is you waste that energy on negative thoughts, and you need to be putting that energy into creating something other than negative thoughts. I'm hearing like recalibrate, reset, refocus your mindset into seeing a different perspective, being more optimistic when it comes to your thoughts, your thought patterns. And the transformation energy is coming up as well. So you could definitely be going through a transformation at this time when it comes to your mindset, the way that you think, the way that your peers might think. You're trying to reset what you've learned and what you saw and how other people basically may have projected onto you certain things when it comes to your negative mindset, if that makes sense, if I'm making sense. Okay. Spirit wants you to just stop worrying and focus on the moment, focus on the present. Don't get so far in the future that you can't see what's going on now. Okay? And I'm speaking to myself too, because we can think about things so deeply. We can think about the past. We can think about the future. But a lot of times we don't really sit in the present and think about what's going on now. What can we do now? What can we fix right now to make tomorrow a better day? You know what I'm saying? If we see tomorrow. And that's another thing. Spirit wants you to know, hey, you're not even promised tomorrow. So don't think so far ahead. Do your best to try to center your focus on the present moment right now. Okay? What can you do right now? All right? How can you change your mindset right now? What can you do to better yourself right now? Okay? Focus on right now. And that's something I have to keep telling myself, because you can get so caught up on what you need to do, what's coming up, you know, till we forget about what's truly going on right now. Okay? And that's something that I feel like I have to reiterate, repeat multiple times, because that's something we have to implant in our brain. Like, hey, what's going on right now? What can we do right now? What do we need to do right now? Okay? Are you just sitting in your bed, overthinking and thinking about, well, I need to do this tomorrow, or I need to do this the next day. It's okay to plan. It's okay to write your stuff down and plan, but don't overwork your brain when it comes to planning things. Don't cause yourself anxiety when it comes to things that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what a lot of us do, is we become so anxious because we don't know what's to come. All right? With you going through a transformation, you don't know what's on the other side, you know? And it's hard to, when you so used to being in a certain mindset, you know, you thinking, you know, everything negative. Your mindset is very negative. You know, I'm guilty of that, because at some point in time, all I was surrounded by was negative energies. So with the things that you're surrounded by, or was surrounded by, those were things that you picked up. Those were things that were projected on you. That was the energy that you were in, because that was all that you were surrounded by, or that you are surrounded by. Okay? All right? So you are who you surround yourself with. But I feel like you're going through a transformation at this time, and you're more so into your north node versus your south node. And you're trying to reset your mindset and be more optimistic, you know. And that's not an easy task. I'm telling you, that's not an easy task, because that takes a lot of work to even get to that place where, you know, you are not worrying about stuff. Okay? And then that's another thing. People, you know, your peers and people around you could even be worrying you, you know, that had and cause and projecting things onto you, and you are absorbing that energy, and whatever is being projected on you, you absorb it and you become that energy, because you may be someone that picks up on energy, or you are someone that feels, you know, and you absorb that energy. And we got to learn how to shield ourselves and create boundaries when it comes to those types of energies. All right. So another thing I wanted to talk about is like strengthening your intuition, following your intuition. Sometimes we can get in our heads and not, you know, we can overthink and not follow that good feeling that we're having, because we didn't overthought everything that we didn't thought of. You know what I'm saying? we overthink the overthinker. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, get out of your head. Get out of your head. And I'm speaking to myself too. I have to literally tell myself, like, hey, focus on right now. Focus on right now. Don't focus on tomorrow. What's going to happen tomorrow? Because, baby, you might not even wake up tomorrow. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. You might not even wake up tomorrow. So we have to focus on what's going on right now. What can you do today? What can you do right now? That's a message for somebody. Okay? Pay attention. Pay attention to right now. You could be saying 911, something that you're needing to pay attention to right now, but it's like you're not paying attention to it because you're overthinking something else. You're overthinking something that is, you feel like it's going to happen tomorrow. You know, you trying to predict what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow. So Spirit wants you to pay attention to the right now. All right. Something to do with your confidence. I feel like you don't trust yourself in some way, shape, or form. So if you don't trust yourself, you can't trust your intuition. All right? You can't trust that good feeling that you have, because you don't even trust yourself. Stop worrying. All right? You could be needing to do meditation practices. But I feel like there's a lot of projection that's been put onto you as well. And I feel like you're someone that may take on other people's burdens, you know, without even trying to, honestly. Without even trying to. You may be so used to carrying others' burdens, and you're trying to get out of that way of doing, or that way of thinking, that pattern, that cycle, until you may be still in that cycle in some way, shape, or form, because you are going through a transformation at this time. Things don't just, change just like that. It's a day-to-day thing. You know what I'm saying? You're working day-to-day to change these habits, okay? To change that mindset, to change that way of thinking. And I feel like that's something that you're working on currently. All right. So another message that I was getting, and I'm gonna get back to this other message before I forget. That's why I say you have like a lot of projections put onto you. You have a lot of monitoring spirits, and you could be seeing these monitoring spirits, and you may not recognize it. One thing is you could see gnats, flies, that's always literally in your energy or in your face, unless you stink. These things, and if you stink, you need to go clean yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Because negative attracts negative. You know what I'm saying? So I've been saying it a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're saying, but but yeah, you could be attracting some negative energy, but there is definitely some monitoring spirits around you. You may be needing to cleanse your energy at this time. I feel like these monitoring spirits are trying to see what's going on with you, trying to look into your life, trying to block your intuition, also trying to keep you from seeing something or seeing them watching you. But I feel like you know now, because I done told you. They're trying to stop something for you. I feel like they may be trying to stop this transformation, trying to keep you from moving forward and leaving them behind in some way, shape, or form. And Spirit is asking you with this, and this could cause anxiety and overthinking as well. You are someone that may want to control the outcome. Okay, you could be seeing 111. Yeah, you could definitely be seeing 111 or 1919. Also, 1111 is significant. But Spirit is wanting you to know to go with the flow. You could have a mutable moon placement within your chart. But nothing isn't definitely yet set in stone. Things can go either way because you are going through a transformation. Okay? So think about that. Think about pay attention to your thoughts, because your thoughts can create negative things, and your thoughts can also create positive things. So pay attention to your thoughts. All right? Change your mindset. And I feel like you can really create a lot in both energies. All right? What am I trying to go with this, though? When I look at this card, I feel like you could be like expanding your mind is what I'm getting. This is giving like expansion. Expansion, okay? I feel like you're very, you're expanding your mind, you're expanding your thoughts in a more positive light is what I'm getting. So there's definitely growth here that's going on within you, is what I'm seeing as well. I'm hearing like walk with confidence, This may be a scary moment, or this may be scary at first, but I feel like this is something that you're going to get through, and you're going to get to the other side, and you're going to be like, dang, I did it. I did it, and I can teach others how to do it too. All right? So this is something that's your destiny. This is your destiny. This is happening for you because you are going through a